So you have a bunch of flies? Well, so does this guy. I'm going to show you a pretty cool fly trap that I found, actually a couple, but in particular I'm going to give you a review on this fly trap. Pretty sweet, and it will do the job. Okay, so I'm going to do the review on the Rescue Disposable Fly Trap. Check that out. This thing is pretty darn awesome, and it does the job. It comes in this cool little packet here. So it's pretty easy to use. You basically just cut on this dotted line here with scissors, and then you pull on that little yellow tab there. You pull it up, and it comes up, as you can see there. And then you just pour water in it up to this fill line, this yellow line here. And it's as easy as that. And then on this top part, you just put some string through there and then hang it somewhere outside of your house, preferably near a door, or I guess near a garbage can, you know, somewhere where flies like to check it out. Like I said, pretty easy to set up. And so I did a video a little while ago before this trap dried up and was filled up with flies. And so let's watch that now so you can see the trap in action. Alright, it's a little windy out here, so sorry if the wind kind of messes up with the mic. But here's the fly trap in action. As you can see, there are like 20 flies in there currently flying around. And every day I come out here, there are tons. And I'll show you a little bit later in the video all the flies that it caught. It's supposed to last about a month or until the liquid in there goes out. You can kind of see there's a thick black layer right there. I believe that is all flies. It has caught a ton of flies, and so it's pretty nuts. See it in action. They're just constantly going to it. Oh, wasp, go, go, go! Yeah, it attracts wasps too. Yeah, so I ran inside really quick, but here it is now. Check it out. It is dry, it is full, it is no longer attracting flies. So I think we should open it up and take a look in there, see how many flies it caught. It says it catches up to 20,000 flies. When I heard that, I was like, no way. But looking at that bag, look at all that black. I think it might have. So let's check it out. All right, I got the fly trap down. And you can see all the dead flies in there. Also something gross. I noticed that there are some weird, like, millipede caterpillar things. I don't know, they're probably feeding on all the dead flies. So if you're wondering how this works, you just put water inside there, like I said, to the fill line, and then it mixes with this attractant pouch, they call it, that creates this really awful smell that attracts flies, and then they come in through here, and then they can't get back out through those holes. It's kind of similar to a wasp trap. So how about we open this baby up and see how many flies we caught. Alright, like I said, this is going to be gross. This thing is very stinky. But I wanted to give you guys a good look at how many flies there are. Plus, I'm super curious. Oh gosh, sick. Okay. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Okay, take a look. That is disgusting. The whole thing is full of flies. I want to be careful how I touch this. Oh, just look at that. I guess now I'm a believer that this thing can catch up to 20,000 flies. That is unbelievable. Ew, and you can see that millipede or whatever in there moving around. Do you see it? Oh gosh, that is gross. Whoo! Whole bag is just full of dead flies. So the trap works. Really gross, but awesome. So to give you my review, I usually do out of 5 stars, and I would give this a 4 out of 5. And the reason I don't give it a 5, because you're probably like, what? That caught 20,000 flies. It works. How can you not give it a 5 out of 5? 2 reasons. One's kind of a lame reason, but the big one is that it stinks. It stinks bad. Number 2, it attracted a bunch of horseflies that were really big, and we hardly ever see horseflies around here. And horseflies were not able to fit in there, so we just had a bunch of horseflies around. But to be honest, I only saw that a couple of days. I didn't notice that our whole house was swarmed with horseflies, so that, again, that's not a huge reason why I give it a 4 out of 5. The biggest reason is because of the smell. And you want it kind of near your door, at least I did, and my garbage can happens to be also by my door, but I kind of wanted it next to my door because I didn't want flies getting in my house, and so they would go there. And it stopped them. We had hardly any flies in our house this summer, and we usually have tons. We live out in the middle of nowhere in Utah. So it worked, there were a ton, and it stopped the majority of them coming to our house, but it did stink. But the reason I wouldn't give it less than a 4 is because it didn't make our whole backyard stink. It was basically right when you walk through the door, and if you had a breeze come that way, then yeah, it stank. So there you have it, the Rescue Flytrap. Pretty awesome, works, kind of stinky, but does the job. And if you were looking into some other traps, let me show you another one I use. Like I said, I live in Utah, in the middle of nowhere. I'm not saying Utah's just middle of nowhere, but in Utah, in the middle of nowhere. And we use these as well, but we use these in our house. It's the ribbon fly trap, or fly ribbon by Pick, Best Free Living. This thing works really well. And any of the flies that did get past that huge fly trap that I just showed you, they usually get caught on this. These things are awesome. And let me show you, as an example, how many we caught. Here is our fly ribbon. Get the light there. You can see there are a bunch of flies on there. Last year we had to change it out at least once, and it was full. Like every inch of it was just had flies on it. It was full. This year, not as much because we had that other trap. And so once that trap dried out, now we're starting to see flies again. But other than that, I mean, this thing works pretty darn well. Thanks for watching. I hope this helps. I hope it helps you to know what traps will work, and you could see that this one works. So if you have a fly problem, I suggest buying it. I believe you could get it off Amazon. Check it out. And then these fly ribbons as well that I just showed you, they also work. And we also got these sticky ones that you just put on your window. That works too. Flies always try to get out the window, and so they get stuck to those sticky papers there. Anyway, I hope that helps. If you want to watch more of my review videos, subscribe. I also do crazy fun adventures. I do whatever I want. Vlog, just enjoy, and come back, watch again.